There are so many of me on the screen right now. Welcome to a live stream. Edit. I'm gonna do a live edit. I haven't done a live edit in a while. It's been a really long time. I haven't had the energy, and I'll say this a couple times because I know I gotta repeat myself for the people that are coming in live. But for those of you watching this after the fact, I am super tired, which is fine. That's part of life. But I'm ready for a nap. I'm ready to just go to bed. Actually, it's 7:15 in the evening, so that's a level of tired. I am going to be doing this live edit. It's going to be one of the last live edits that I'm going to do. Definitely during the vlog, possibly ever. Who knows? And they're fun. Maybe we'll do them in the future. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what to do with myself, my life as a whole. I'm gonna pull up my. Those are some interesting ads on the YouTube. Let's not do that. I'm trying to pull up the live stream on YouTube so that I can see comments as people log in, which would be great, assuming that YouTube allows me to do this. Usually, it's pretty straightforward. Usually, I pop straight up, but right now, it's not being super easy. So I cannot see. I can get rid of this. I can't see your comments at the moment. But hopefully there are people in here watching. I'm going to go ahead and size this guy down. And we'll put it, because I know that usually you want to be able to see what's going on over here. So this is a bad spot. So we'll just put this right about here. And actually we can make this, I think, a little bit smaller like that. So it's just my face. We'll flood that in there. I don't know. Maybe that way you can see the tools. There's just not a good spot to put it. We're going to put it right there, though. And one of these days, the comments will come up and I'll be able to see what you guys are saying. In the meantime, hello to everybody that's in here. If no one's in here, hello to me, because I'm having a grand old time. I had a good day walking around with my friend Hannah and her friend Kristen, who I got to meet on her first trip to Paris. It was really fun. And we went shopping to try and find some gifts and a dress. And I was an okay guide for this experience because I hooked them up with good brunch and I was able to find them. Good food is not a problem. I'm not an expert shopper. So that was one of the things that we went and did. And it's one of the things that I really want to improve on. I want to make sure that I'm at least a half decent shopping assistant. And since I don't do a lot of shopping myself, largely because I've just never had the money. And also I'm waiting until I slim down a little bit before I go buy a suit, and update my wardrobe. Just a little bit out of the loop. Let's check on YouTube just to see. Oh, there are people in here, so at least I can see you on YouTube. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Boom, look at that. Howdy doody. Even tagged me in that one. Good to see you guys. Okay, so at least you're in here. We know that for a fact. I still can't see your comments. So once I get that up and running, I will be sure to interact a little bit more, but I'll just launch into the actual edit here and talk a little bit. For those of you that have never been to a live edit before, I'm literally just going to edit my vlog. This is what I do every day, every evening, mostly in the evening, sometimes late at night, sometimes at 3 in the morning if I'm not lucky. And that's what I've been doing for 3 years now. And it's a part of my life that is coming to a close of sorts. I have a fan on behind me. Hopefully it's not annoying. I think it's pretty quiet, but it's just because I'm toasty, so I'm trying to stay cool, and hopefully that doesn't bother you too much. What I'm doing here, oh gosh, besides wrecking my layout, let's leave that there. Metadata. I do not want metadata. What I'm doing here is I'm grabbing my intro and pulling it into a project, not a project file, but a oh good grief, a timeline that the project properties, I guess, or the timeline properties are determined by the first file I dropped in, which is at the 24 frames a second that my Sony films at all the time, and then makes it look all cinematic and not too smooth, although some people really like it when I do 60 frames a second because then it's super smooth. But this footage, like the intro footage, is from my cell phone, my old Samsung cell phone, so it's at 30.01 frames per second, which is just 0.04 frames a second off of what it should be. But that's neither here nor there. We don't need to get into the pitfalls of filming with cell phones. We could, though. We very well could.
Bonjour. Aujourd'hui, c'est vlog day 1118.
Okay, good. We got the right one. And I like the bottles breaking in the background. That's a nice.
Bonjour. Aujourd'hui, c'est.
And whatever this lady's doing. We got there right as things started to kind of wake up because we'd already gone and done the one at Sacre-Cœur before this, because the order of shaving facial hair required that we do it that way, and so we got there just as like they were picking up trash and stuff, and it made it a little challenging, but we got it done. And thanks to Pouchon, if he's out there, for helping with this. I appreciate it. So I'm just making the title card now. I do this the same way every time. It's kind of ingrained. Usually fairly well aligned. I don't obsess over the alignment, but now that I've said something, I probably will. Just to check, did I get that right? It was a little off. But it's pretty much done by hand. So there's a little bit of an imperfection to it, which we can pretend is part of the art form, but in reality, yeah, no, it's just, it's what it is. And then one of the other things that's really annoying about this font, though I use it all the time, is that the kerning, is it the tracking? Yeah, tracking. The tracking is always a little bit off. So, gotta, tighten them up, but that was the wrong one. Highlight them and tighten them up a little bit so that they look more appropriately tight together there, and then size this guy up. I'm going to try with the YouTube app again here in a second so I can see your guys' comments. 1 second. Whoa, hey, the light changed behind me. Thank you, whoever that was. We'll figure this out here in a second. I'll know who it was. I don't know if you saw. Also, one of the things that I do while I do live edits is drink a little bit often. I'm on a diet, though, and I did have a beer earlier with my friends while we were shopping. So, only one beer for me. Thanks. It's been going pretty well. The whole diet thing is going really well, thankfully. But yeah, I don't want to, push it too far. Did walk a lot, earned at least one beer. So there is a beer back there. Usually it would be based on likes and then super chat and then some other random thing, like a certain number of likes on Instagram or something like that follows. But since we've only got one beer, I'm just going to arbitrarily go grab a beer whenever we get to like 100 things. So let's move towards 100 things. If you haven't liked the video yet, make sure you like it. And if you want to pitch in a super chat and change the color of the light behind me, that's what's happening. Every time you super chat, the color of the light. I started this on Instagram, and I said a bunch of the stuff I normally say, like here over on Instagram. So if I've forgotten things, I'm sorry. But that light changes colors, whenever somebody super chats. So you'll see it. And it's totally random. It does it by however it feels like doing it, which is kind of fun and also kind of like, and there's a lag time over time. Like the longer we go in the video, the slower it'll be to respond, but hopefully it sticks up. Oh. Sorry, hold on.
C'est Vlog Day.
Whoop. Cut that at the wrong spot. My computer's
1110.
kind of struggling a little bit here. Okay, so then let's get rid of these. And then we'll make whoa, hold on. I overdid this somewhere. How'd that happen? Sad day. Vlog a day. There we go. And then this guy we get rid of day. And then this guy we get rid of this. Sometimes I get a little bit excited and I delete or over undo things. I think I over undid some cuts there. I'm not sure what happened to that, but now we're back on track. August 8th, 2019. And it's fun because this is the last month of my daily vlog, and we're back on the day of the week matching the day of the vlog that we're on. So now August 8th is Vlog Day 1118, which makes it really easy to keep track of on a day-to-day or on a daily basis, and I'm not always double checking like, is this the right day? I think it feels like it's 2 or 3 days off, and I don't understand what's happening. So I'm glad we're back to that. That's nice. And then we'll go, boom, get rid of the safe margins, double check that this all makes sense.
Bonjour, aujourd'hui c'est Vlog Day 1118.
Perfect. Everything works. Okay. And then we'll drop the music in, and then I'm going to try to bring up comments again so I can see your beautiful, well, not your beautiful faces, but your beautiful text souls. -6 decibels on this should do the trick. I'll let you hear the song in just a second. But whilst we... is it there? Come on. Why aren't you telling me about my own live stream? YouTube, stop streaming ads for movies I've already seen. It's not helpful. Not helpful. Robots in disguise. You know what I might have to do is change accounts. Let's do that. Boom, 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 boom. Changing accounts. This is the changing accounts song. Doop-a-doop-doop-doop-doop-doop-doo. Then will it come up? How is YouTube today? Maybe don't ask me to take a poll right now, YouTube. That's also not what I want. Hold on. Hold on. Boom. There it is. There I am. There I am live. Why can't I can see it here? Just had to change. Okay, well, let's turn the volume all the way down so we don't hear me talking. Hey, everybody. Hey, Yanni. Hey, Deb. Okay, I'm going to do a quick thanks, Tim, for changing the color of the light. Now I can see who did it. Paul, how's it going? Reggio, good to see you. Violetta, Deb, Florentina. Oh, glad you got your sticker. Let's see. Jay Bugs. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. I'm glad that you're having a good time. Bikram. Violetta's in LA. Teresa Smith. Hello. Donald, how you doing? Kelly, good to see you. Joanne, Julie. Geekovish Lord, good to see you in here. Renee Ferreria in South Africa. Edwin, good to see you. Britt, long overdue. Yeah, sorry, it's been I haven't done one of these in a long time. Good to see you guys in here. Hey, Deb, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Chris, Ben, good to have you guys in here. Tad, Beth, and everybody else. Awesome. All right. Yeah, I love live streaming. I was trying to do it every other week for a long time, and then I've just been dead to the world lately, and I still feel kind of dead to the world, if we're being honest, because I'm tired. We're all sleepy. We're gonna talk about that as we go. Anyways, what I got to do now is I got to find a bunch of footage that goes with the music. Let's hear it.
18.
Okay, so. A Ben Named Sue. What a good song. A Ben Named Sue. All right. Let's find some footage that will go well under this. Weird contrast with the dress. Shopping time. And then let's find something a little bit broader. Hey, Peter, thank you. Appreciate that. I might have to go much earlier. Actually, yeah, well, let's go all the way back to like where this is a lot of footage today. Oh, man. This is going to be brutal. We'll put this in after we get a little bit of Eiffel Tower footage. But I filmed a lot today, which isn't a bad thing, but oof, boy. Oof. Considering by the time I got home, I was like, I want to go to bed. That's like, ready for sleep. There we go. That's a little bit of good Eiffel Tower footage there. But I feel like we should do some really quick cuts here. Thanks, Emerald. Appreciate that. Ron Burgundy Land, San Diego. All right. Work is slow. Hey, hi, coworkers. Yeah, let's do this. There, that's good. I like that better. Boom, 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 boom. What was another? Did we see another thing that was more? Thanks again, Peter. Felt like I didn't say thank you. I think I did. Just had a feeling there for a second. One of these maybe. Oh wow. Whoops. There we go. Pull this in. There we go. Speed that up a little bit for a nice little jump. Hey Ted, thank you very much. We're getting up there. Between the likes and the super chats, I'm feeling like going and getting a beer here soon already. A little bit of a walking through clothings. Okay. Oh yeah, like that with the motion. Let's get that a little bit more accurate to the zoom out. There we go. Time and stuff. What's up, Treasure? This is a nice difference in that it's live. Welcome back, Karen. How are you doing? I'm great. Just want to go to bed. I'll stop saying that. Sorry. It's sleepy in here. I'm also kind of toasty, but how's the fan? Anybody, can you even hear the fan? Is it bothering you? I'm hoping with this microphone you can't even tell that I'm using it, but it's always possible. Okay, this is going to be a very jumpy first set, but it's kind of fun. Where's the good news coffee mug? Can we do that? Is there enough motion there? Yeah. There we go. And then one more Eiffel Tour shot. Can't hear the fan? Great. Awesome, Java. I hope you enjoyed the guide. Thank you much. Compliment. Oh no, this is the part where I didn't have the microphone on. Ah, humbug. Oh, bad.
Christian silence.
Where's
But
the?
I think it's typically like.
There we go. Even got the little zoom jump cut. Okay, and then theoretically we can move. Oh yeah. Good. We're gonna get the scaffolding update. There we go. Perfect. And the music. We will cut that right now. Where's the spinny bit? We'll get just so we can cut down on this a little bit. Oh man, I'm getting a lot of text messages that I can't respond to right now, guys. Sorry. Bad
They
timing.
almost got all of it down. Looks nice. I have no idea what they did, but it looks nice up there.
Okay, that's all.
There.
That's all I said. Did I start? Oh, because it's on my Guardian. That's why.
Up there.
I had to talk to her for a second. Okay, now we'll move the music out here a wee bit. Wah, wah. Can anybody see how many? Oh, I need to go to live chat. I have a feeling I'm missing a bunch of comments and stuff, aren't I? Oh, hello, everybody. I hope I didn't miss. Hey, Yanni. Hope I didn't miss anybody there. I was on the top chat instead of the live chat. And who knows? Who knows? Okay, so let's just see. I'm going to recap on this and see where we're at. I'll just go back this. Actually, let's rewatch the whole thing really quick just to get a feel for it and make sure that it feels right.
Bonjour, aujourd'hui c'est Vlog des 1118.
They've almost got all of it down. Looks nice. I have no idea what they did, but it looks nice up there. Anyways, that's nice. That means that hopefully today's the last day of the clanking and clanging and shouting in the morning and all that good stuff that's been going on for quite a while now. And hopefully, maybe this weekend I'll be able to sleep in. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll just sleep in tomorrow. That'd be great.
Great.
Got a good night's sleep. Great. Got a good night's sleep last night. Went to bed earlier. Slept solid. So
Just editing down the old.
I'm not in
gaps.
bad shape this morning. Today, I think the plan is to try and do some shopping. We're gonna have brunch over at Good News Coffee because Fox basically said, "Hey man, we're still open in August. If you want to come, I'll give you breakfast." He's in Greece right now, but the rest of his staff are here, I guess. So we'll go have brunch there this morning, and then possibly
Nope.
do a little bit of shopping. My friend Hannah's here with her friend Kristen, and Kristen needs to do a little bit of shopping, and she said stresses her out like crazy. I understand that. It stresses me out when I'm shopping for myself, but I understand that. I understand that. It stresses me out when I'm shopping for myself, but I do enjoy gift shopping for other people, so we'll see if we can't go find some stuff for her today. And if their plans have changed, because I do know that they wanted to get into the Louvre today at some point, then, we'll figure it out from there. In the meantime, brunch.
Snap. Okay, there we go. We're off to a ripper and roll. Hey, Jason, how you doing? Thanks, everybody. Oh, hi to Bordeaux. All right, let's see where we're at here. I think we got a little bit usable on both sides there. It's funny because for whatever reason, my phone, I don't know if you saw me on Instagram. My phone was lagging a lot when I was trying to do the live stream on my phone, and now it still has never started streaming the video on my phone. So hopefully the video is streaming really nicely and smoothly, really nice and smoothly. Nicely, whatever. Hopefully it's gone well for you guys right now. You're seeing everything in real time, I hope. Well, with a 30-second delay, but let me know if there are any problems, and I'll try to fix them. Let's find the swoop down. Here we go. Ah, good. Glad it's smooth. Hey, Dixie. Let's go down like that. Let's try this, see if this works. Gemini Christmas. The timing. Let's see, push this out of the way. Wow, it's bouncy. Whoa, Yanni! I think it's time to go get a beer. Holy cow. Will the color of the light match the color of your super chat? I don't know, did it change? I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to get a drink. I'll be right back. Oh, right. Hold on. I have a thing for this. I haven't done this in a while. Do. Beer break. Thank you, sir. Where's my bottle opener? Oh, I know where it is. Oh, wait. Not that. It's just fun to make clangy noises. I'm having a Lagunitas Maximus. This is a hashtag not sponsored. Beerific. I already put it in my app for counting calories today, so I know that I'm well within my limits for having a beer. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all the pitching in. Very glad to have you all here. Oh, man. Okay, beer break over. Back to work. Let's see how this looks. Oh, yeah, cheers. How's this? Nope, that's terrible. Here's the thing too about today. Like, I was definitely like feeling super exhausted today as we did all this, and not super confident in how any of this turned out. Like talking to the camera, filming. I don't even know what to expect from this. So just so you know, as we wander into this together, and I'm already like, Oh, I think that's where I stabilized. Maybe? Wow. Jeez, okay. That kind of works though. IPA. What's an IPA? What? A good IPA to drink in Paris? Whatever IPA you find. I mean, Brewdog's not Parisian, but it's good. They've got some nice ones. This is where we went today. And Barge is good. Barge du Canal. So that comes from the Pan Am Brewing Company. It's a good one. It's a good go-to. See, I took a lot of like. Oh, hold on. Let's see if we can use this. Yes. Why did that works? I don't even know what that was, but yeah, those are good ones though. Good IPAs. Let's see. Little, just that, and then we'll get closer to the church. Hopefully. Did I? Don't really know that I want to show the fruit vendor. At least not right away. There we go. This is what we wanted. But I couldn't get it to the I couldn't get the focus to shift the way I wanted, so then I had. So let's find the part where I got it. There we go. Oh, I did a little rack focus. Look at me. Did that. Oh, manually. Yeah, that'll work. That'll do. Like so. Okay, there we go. Subtle but doable. I think I'm going to skip the fruit altogether because I'm just not feeling it. That'll be my dinner tonight. Fruit and beer. Just this beer. Sounds really healthy, doesn't it? Fruit and beer. Better than cookies and beer, which sounds delicious as well. So what I ended up doing, because they got really lost and it took them a long time to join me this morning, is that I was walking by Good News anyway, so I went in and said hi to the people working there. And then was like, I'm going to go walk a little bit more and find a Space Invader. And so actually, since I might not have filmed too much in between, we're going to bump this out to here, like so. There we go. And then we'll get to Good News after this part. You guys know the real story. Well, actually, I'm about to tell the real story here, too. But the whole going there first and then wandering around part is missed.
They're really late, so I figured I'd walk around and try and find some Space Invaders, and found no new Space Invaders.
The worst.
Found a couple fakes.
The worst.
This is not the result that I would hope for. Okay, let's go back and get coffee. Hopefully they're there by the time we get there.
Wait. Okay. Sometimes street signs look like Space Invaders. I was about to be really disappointed in myself. Fruit and beer does sound good, doesn't it? Delicious. Hi, Maura and Michael. Michael Moon. Michael Mon. Not everybody gets a singing hello. Only the select few. It's a totally name-based thing. Okay. Where are we? I need some more of this sweet. Oh, hey, thank you, Kelly. I hope I get a good night's sleep, too. I really appreciate that. Real talk. I'm definitely, pushing it right now. Getting to the end of the vlog, getting to September, it's gonna be hard. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna sleep in and take it easy, and I'm gonna try and do a really simple video tomorrow, not to spoil it. So today you get a live edit, tomorrow you get the video that we're editing right now, and then the next day you're gonna get hopefully a really simple video of me sitting there just staring at the camera for 20 minutes. That won't happen. I can't let that happen either. But just saying, sleep sounds good. Hey, Pat. No, long time no live edit indeed. I've been meaning to do this for a long time.
Okay, let's go back and get coffee. Hopefully they're there by the time we get there.
There we go. Match that with a little bit of the additive. I don't know if you would call it an additive because it's just an overexposed moment, but so in old school, well, I mean it's still in Premiere, I'm sure. There's a dissolve transition. The microphone there for a second. It's called the additive dissolve, and it makes it bright white, whatever, and it kind of makes for a little flash. There. So I was gonna call this additive, but I don't know if that's accurate. There's a real video professional out there somewhere who could correct me, could teach me his or her ways. Hey, Sharissa. Share. Oh, this is... I forgot about this. I really like these flowers. Very nice. Oh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to throw this in here. Let's just get rid of this. No, let's get rid of more of that. Yeah, then we can really enjoy that for a moment. Finding the right balance between long and short clips I think is really important. Okay, let's grab this guy. Because that was a better shot, and I remembered it being so. And then we'll go inside. See these guys? Super chill. Good news is open, and just kind of extra chill. It was really nice this morning. If you're looking for a chill brunch spot, not a bad one. And they're open through all of August. That was half the point of going in, just to demonstrate that they're still open. A lot of the places in the game are closed right now, unfortunately, but do exactly what? Stare at the camera for 20 minutes? Just see what happens? That would be... I would really love to experiment with that, but I feel like... I don't know if I could even do that. Okay, there's that. Watching for the wheel. You should watch for the wheels just so that nobody runs over you. It's a good, that's what it's dangerous out there. All the wheels running people over. Da 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 da. We're gonna get musical. This is gonna happen. I'm gonna be loopy. And I haven't even really started drinking this beer yet. Oh man. I feel pretty good. I feel a little bit emotionally volatile right now. Like not terribly, but I'm a little bit like, ugh. Let's see, put this in here. So this one is, this might be a little bit too much. Well, actually, this is a good amount because he poured it into this metal container, which was, here we go. Get the tasty fruit cup here. Ah, yes, the timing worked out perfect with that napkin pull. Da, 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 da. I've got nothing to sing about. Okay, let's go ahead and put this in here. Let's see how this looks. I think that's good. Okay, we get the idea. He's poured coffee. Got a lot of coffee. Actually, that's kind of nice. I really, really like this lens. It looks so good. Oh, actually, let's do this. Ah! Move that in. Come on. Come on. So, one of the things I bought recently was a new mouse because I need a mouse that I just leave in the office. I feel like it's good to have a new one, and my old one is like 5 years old anyway, so it's probably going to die at some point. But it's interesting to go back to using it because I haven't used it in a while. It's a lot smaller, and that's my whole story. It's a little slower. Michael Mon, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and the office funds, appreciate it. I'm really looking forward to getting the whole thing up and running. I want to print some artwork and get everything up and on the walls, and like it's gonna be good. The lights, how are you guys feeling about the lights? I haven't been looking at comments, by the way, because I'm also so emotionally like not distraught, but I'm just like maxed. That every time I've opened the comments recently, I've just been noped out pretty much right away. Like within, I'm like, oh, that was nice, and then I get to one, and I'm like, and I leave. So how do you like the lights? Because I have not. I did get another light bulb. Hopefully that was in today's vlog. Did it not post? Oh no, I haven't checked that either. I hope that posted. I did get one though. Thanks, Michael. Where? Hopefully it posted. Live chat. There we go. But yeah, I got a light fixture and a light bulb, and so those lights all have homes or bulbs in them. Isn't that one bulb one fun? I like it too. We don't need more pouring footage. Jiminy Christmas. What a nutcase I am apparently. All right, let's put this in here. Uh-oh. I have to hit the play button, otherwise it won't stay awake. Okay, good. I'm glad it posted. Thank you. Obviously, if you know about it, I guess. My the logic button in my brain is broken. Tasty coffee. It was really good. Uh-oh, but still. Oh, now it wants to work. My silly phone. I just don't want it to fall asleep. Hey, Louie. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to be here for the 2024 Olympics, but that's 5 years away. So, will I even still be alive? We'll find out. I hope so. Okay, that's pretty good. There's a nice little drink here. Really tight with that 35mm lens. Whoa! But yeah, I'd like to be here for the Olympics. I think it'll be fun. I'm excited to see all the changes that come before they get here. What? No, all my footage is on the SSD in my phone, in my computer. I'm just talking about my phone not wanting to stay awake because now it's fine because it's streaming the video, but it was wanting to go to sleep, which means that I wouldn't be able to see your lovely comments. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Don't need to watch that long. Do. I just really liked the blue in the glasses. There. Grab this. I'm gonna film. Oh, hey, almost at 35,000 subs. If we get to 35,000 tonight, then I'll have another sip of this one beer. Can't sabotage the diet too heavily. Thanks, Yanni. Keep pushing that. I do plan on. I want to get I have that little light that I'll use that put on because you can't rely on natural lighting all the time, right? But I do want to get a bigger, more powerful light. Put a softbox on it, and I could get a softbox for this little guy too, probably. But I gotta check and make sure that coffee sequence wasn't way too long. Once you get in the weeds on this. And actually, we're gonna go straight to the part where I cut. That's cool. Let's leave this for later. Let's get to the part where I cut that egg open. There we go. That's the money shot. Oh, it's making me hungry. There we go. That was gooey. So delicious. Did I get any? Do that. I think that's enough. Cold brew deliciousness. Beer before I go to bed? Sure, why not? Jumping jacks? I could do more jumping jacks, it's true. I have seen women peeing on the street in France. I have some harrowing stories. Who cares for the most part? I have one story in particular that's particularly harrowing that I don't think I'll share. So I probably shouldn't have brought it up, but you know, it is mostly a man thing. And you know, they would rather you not in general. I try really hard not to, except for emergencies. Like the other day I was talking to my sister on the phone and basically just had to sprint home because that's what happens. But why are we talking about this? Why did I fall for that? All right. That's a nice shot with my lens cap on.
I was like,
So you got coffee
yes.
and you would eat, what else are we going to? Right. So you got coffee. Okay. I didn't do a very good job right early on of really capturing what was going on, so we'll see how this works. Is there a really bad time to have a beer? When you're behind the wheel. Other than that, I have not. Is the new Tarantino flick out for you guys? It doesn't come out until next week for us, so I'm dying to see it. And I watched like a little thing. I quit pretty quickly, but it was like a little promotional interview series, and they just kept showing more and more clips from the movie, and I was like, stop! I don't want to know. So then I quit watching that. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to this Tarantino, because he's only doing one more after this, right? Like, and then he's done. It's crazy.
So you got coffee, and you would eat. What else are we gonna?
The
Right. So we're gonna try and find.
Oh my gosh! Hold on. I might have.
And you would
Let's
eat. What,
undo
and
all
you would
this
eat
because
what
she's
else?
just quiet.
Coffee.
yes.
And you would eat. What else?
Yes.
And you would eat. What else are we gonna?
The
Right. So we're gonna try and find. We're
That's
right next to the Eiffel Tower, so we're gonna try and go see the Eiffel Tower while the bells are still ringing, because that's the most romantic way to see the Eiffel Tower. And then you want to get like a scarf
yeah, scarf thing.
for someone, we won't say who. And then you got coffee, possibly in place of wine, and
Like a magnet.
oh, a magnet. Oh, that'll be really easy. We'll find you the most easy. We'll find you the most ridiculously ostentatious magnet possible.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see how we do here.
I want to cut that sooner. Not that. Don't delete the music. Let's go ahead and just cut. Wait, no, where's
You're here.
Yeah, okay. Let's see what we got coming up here. I don't think that I would have heroin level withdrawals from coffee, but you know, at least here's hoping. I do skip days. I go days without coffee, but not as much as I used to. I used to be a very, very casual coffee drinker. Now I do drink it pretty much every day. Here. I do like a good coffee. When was the last time I actually drove? Not last time I drove was last time I was in America. Yeah, I haven't driven. I don't drive here, although I do want to get my driver's license because I want to get out of Paris and explore the rest of the country.
There she blows.
And I gotta go. You know what? Actually, because I know I talked to them about the food that they had here somewhere. So let's do that before we get back to the music.
How did you like your avocado toast?
So good.
Oh, that was a good response. Magnet possible.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see how we do here. How did you like your avocado toast?
So good.
Oh, that was a good response. She had a really good response the first time I asked her, and then that was like,
Forget what I
she was ready. Basically that.
Okay.
But you didn't have quite the same level of sass. That was good. No, this time was more sass.
Okay.
Last time was more like, oh my god, that was so good. And this time was like, ugh. Anyways, it was really good.
My natural reaction.
Your coffee is? Your natural reaction is sass? Okay, anyways, that was really, really good. It was delicious. They're open throughout all of August if you're looking for good coffee and delicious avocado toast. I forgot to say that a minute ago. We are almost at the Eiffel Tower. We might swing by Les Invalides as well. We'll see what we end up doing. Then we got to get towards the Marais for a little bit of shopping is the current plan of operation. Current plan of operation? I don't speak English anymore.
That feels very true sometimes. Okay, let's see. Now we're on to this good stuff here. Hey, Dixie, thank you. Oh, you gotta go? Bye. Thanks for hanging out. I love the. Oh, thank you for the soundtrack stuff. There's nowhere really to stream it. I might maybe I'll make a playlist once I'm done daily vlogging. But this one is Diala, pretty sure. Diala, David Cutter, Joaquim Carew, DJ Quads. They're all findable on SoundCloud, I'm pretty sure. DJ Quads, unfortunately, is quitting. I don't think he's making any more. David Cutter's still really active. Diala is making some videos for the YouTube sound library right now, which is pretty cool. She made some the French songs that I used before were ones that she made for Casey Neistat, and then I actually got her to make some French songs for me, which was really cool. So those remixes of classic old French songs, some of those she actually made for me, which is really exciting. And I'm hoping to work with her some more in the future, but she's very busy, and kind of just depends on when she's got some extra time, because I'm not the coolest kid in school, as much as I wish I was. Good night. Enjoy your study session. SoundCloud is good. And you can, of course, go support all these people on Patreon, all these different musical artists. I support them all on Patreon. And then use their music in my vlogs, which is a great combo. Support the stuff you love. I tried to do that. I also recently became a patron of Oliver because I thought I was a patron of his just for like $1 or something. And then realized when I was on his podcast that I wasn't a patron of his. I wasn't sure. When I looked up, I wasn't. So I became a patron of Oliver on the Earful Tower podcast as well. $5 level to support him because I want him to keep doing what he's doing. And I appreciate him. So, random little plug there. If you enjoy the Earful Tower podcast, go become a patron of his and tell him I sent you. Let's see if we can jump this. And then this one should be the clip that we grabbed of them talking by the avatar. Okay, I think that's about the right point. I'm on... There we go. I like that. Okay, let's get this a little bit closer. There we go. What's up, David? Thanks. I'm glad. I mean, I wish I could take credit for the music, but I do like using the stuff I got.
First visit to the Eiffel Tower down, and now I think diverting right. First visit to the Eiffel Tower down, and now I think diverting right.
Okay. That's good the way it is. Oh, hold on.
But before we make it back to the Marais, we're not going to...
Boop, 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 boop. This is going along pretty smoothly, right? Like, we're making some good progress here. That was good. Do I find photography equipment more or less expensive? Oh, it's definitely cheaper in America. You don't want to ship it, though. So, like, if you ship it, you pay tariffs. Like on electronics and all that, because the taxes here are higher for electronics, for recycling and so forth. So like if you live in Europe and you go to America, when you're in America is when you want to buy electronics and bring them back with you. But like if I were to buy it from Amazon and ship it over here, it'd be super expensive because the shipping is expensive and then you're also paying on top of that. So if you're going to get equipment of any kind, generally you want to buy it stateside.
But before we
let's see if that worked.
But before we make it back to the Marais, we're not going to make it until she gets. Before we make it back to the Marais, we're not going to make it until she gets some more coffee. I don't think so. Sleepy Hannah's. So Zia, hopefully they're open. Yeah, it looks like they're open. Zia for the longest time. They're in the game. If you want to go check them out, really good. As well, I don't know if they're open in August. We're about to find out. And I don't remember what I was going to say. Something. Anyways, we're gonna check in with them, see if they're open, grab coffee, and then we'll head towards the Marais from here. You might even find from here. You might even find a ridiculous magnet here if you want one. I don't know. You've got Magnet Central. Magnet here if you want one. I don't know. You've got Magnet Central here. Like these little tourist spots. Is this in line with what you're thinking? Spots. Is this in line with what you're thinking? Is this in line with what you're thinking?
I think like.
Look at, actually, this is like, you can shake it.
That's awesome.
It's like a snow globe, but flat.
Macaroons are kitschy.
Maybe not that kitschy.
This is also very kitsch. Look at that.
Yeah, not that kitschy.
Not that
either, I
kitsch.
guess.
Okay. So kitsch, but not super kitsch. Then maybe a street sign.
Specific type of.
What about like?
Let me have a think.
All right, you think. I'm gonna get her coffee. How about
Okay,
that?
sounds
We're just
good.
like we're one door over.
Right here?
Yeah, right here. Yeah. Okay. We'll get coffee while the magnets are being found. magnet, scarf. Here what the other thing was. We'll figure it out.
And back. Oh man, we are. This is. I don't know why I feel so disoriented on time.
Figure it out.
Feels like because I'm already running out of music. Oh gosh. I think we're skipping straight to the coffee situation here. There we go. Did I film the cookies at least? I did. Okay. Cookies. Oh, I miss cookies. And we'll get to the part where she puts the cold brew down. Oh, it looks so cool. Can you see that? Like how the I'm pointing at the screen like you can see where my finger is, but like right here, the coffee where it's if I scrub like that, you can see it settling in. That's really cool. I like that. Perfect. Okay. Didn't get anything else out of that there. And then we walked out and I started recording without the microphone on. So excited. What grand times we have. There we go. Okay.
A bit of cold brew to go. They are open and down to 2 stickers. I'm gonna have to get some more of those. What'd you get?
Voila. Voila.
Nice. It's classily kitsch.
Yeah, and I had to buy something that was $5. So also this.
Oh, chocolate too. Boom. To use your card.
Yeah.
Okay, so she had to. So we've got one magnet. So we've got one magnet. Two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. What did I just do?
Okay, so we've got one magnet, 2 cold brews, successful trip down, and on we go.
Yeah, I don't use the Adobe Edition for my vlog. There are certain things that'd be fun to do. Like there are a lot of steps I could take, but it's just since it's the turnaround time is immediate and on to the next thing the next day. There's only so much only so deep I can dive.
Go.
Just like that beat up old sign. See how this works. I think this is coming together okay, right? So far, so good, at least. Hey, Sonny. Soaking wet Ireland. Hey, I mean, I don't know. This is a different experience altogether, for sure. But it's full of spoilers. Little alt mistake there. All right, let's see. Thanks, Darren. Oh, hey, Chris. Yeah, sorry, I missed your last. If you wanted to, I mean, if you wanted to send me specifically, like if you wanted, let's say you wanted to send me a lens, you could do that because you wouldn't be paying for it. Like, so what I meant was if I'm buying equipment for myself, like if I wanted to buy it online, shipping it to myself is super expensive. So if I bought it from like B&H or something like that in the States and shipped it to myself, I'd be paying the sales tax in the States plus international shipping plus VAT. I think here in it's VAT or a tariff here in France. So there's a whole bunch of fees. So if I'm gonna buy it for myself, I'd rather either buy it, ship it to a friend, and have them bring it with them, or I will pick it up when I go back to the States. If you wanted to send me like a lens or something, you would just be paying for international shipping at that point, because you just ship it over, and that is the difference there. Sorry to be confusing. Cool. I'm glad you're enjoying the workflow. This is the way I roll. It's fun to see other workflows though, for sure. Like, and see kind of how people get organized and execute. There are some people that like they'll dump all their footage into the timeline and just chunk it down as they go. But I really like to grab, sample, and drop. And I don't know why, but it works well for me. I'm good about here. Grab this guy. Womp. And then where do I... There, about there.
Alright, we've made it.
There we go. That works really well. I gotta squeeze a lot more music out of this if we're gonna keep the same song. So let's go back pretty much to the beginning. Which works really well because we're transitioning from brunch into shopping now, so...
Alright, we've made it to St. Paul, which is kind of, as far as metro stops go, at least the heart of the Marais, but it's in the southern part of the Marais. We're gonna walk straight north from here, see what we find. I'm just waiting to buy the garbage can because I have one ice cube left and I want to finish. I don't want to waste the ice before I throw the cup away. Okay, now I'm set. Let's go. How's your cold brew?
Great. Still working on it.
All right, we're getting there, ladies and gentlemen. I have not. Yeah, Simanta. Glad to finally get one in here. Like the Q and W keys? I forget how to do that. Oh, I see what you mean, like there. Yeah, no, I do like the razor tool a lot. It's not enough control for me, I feel like, to do that, which could just be that I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I've used them successfully.
So the Marais.
Great. Still working on it.
So the Marais is
Okay, we're just gonna keep that in there.
an area that I'm really familiar with in general. An area that I'm really familiar with in general is an area that I'm really familiar with in general, just because like the Peloton's here and a lot of my friends are here and there are a lot of
Part of the reason is because you can
parts of
see
the
like
game.
I'm editing
There are a lot of
before
partners in
the sound gets there a lot, so I'm like editing in
a
advance.
lot of partners in the game that are
That's
here
part of
or
it.
nearby, so it's a great spot. But for shopping, it's one of the areas that I'm the weakest. Traditionally, this is the Jewish district and has been for hundreds of years, and then is also the gay district. And the shopping, it's pretty on point. Lots and lots of options just by walking around. So as far as little scarves go, I'm not 100% sure where to go, but we'll figure this out as we roll.
Hey, there's a scarf.
Yeah, that is cute.
Are you thinking more
I'm
like a
thinking more
tiny
like not a
silk
scarf,
one?
but like a bandana type of.
Got it.
A bandana or like a little, like silky kind
Yeah,
of scarf
not a
thing?
yes,
Not like a western.
not a Western bandana. Like what she
Not
does.
gonna rob
is she-
banks with it, or
I hope she doesn't.
Like a flight attendant style.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. That's like how she likes to.
let's go find the flight
I think
attendant
that's a
store.
little bit-
Let's see if we can bring some levity to this here too.
Exactly,
Oh, okay.
Exactly. That's like how she likes to.
Let's go find the flight
I think
attendant
that's a
store.
little bit-
Okay, there we go. Thanks, Darren. That's nice. Oh, thanks, Chris. Sorry to be distracted and confusing myself.
We've also timed this well. I made a video about this last year, but this is the very end of national sale.
Oh my gosh! Shut up, Jay. I'm just kidding. Am I kidding? I don't know.
Flight attendant store.
Okay, and we're just gonna go ahead and chop that again. Oh man, did I mention that all I want to do is go to bed? I just felt like my legs go, hey, you know how you've been using us a lot? Why don't you lay us flat and we'll go to sleep? Okay, so anyways, we're back. We're rolling. What is my plan after my break? I've talked about it. No, I've talked about it, Jason. The plan, I haven't. So the plan is to commit. The reason I haven't maybe like talked about it a lot, or with any definitive. I haven't talked about it definitively. Hold on. Let's get bigger for a second. The reason is because I'm waiting until I have a little bit of a break. I did talk about this actually. I remember I talked about it because I talked about it in being similar to making decisions while living on the ship. But basically, I want to take a break and get some distance from the daily vlog before I start. Before I make a real decision, because I don't want to make a big decision and commit to it before I've had a chance to take a break and really know what I want. So, but like what I'm basically planning right now is to take during the break to post like one video a week, something like that, and whatever I feel like posting, just to keep YouTube happy and make sure that it knows I'm still alive and you guys don't forget that I exist. But then in coming back, I'll probably do 3 a week is what I'm thinking. And what I'm currently thinking is that I'll do a weekly vlog, Right Early Wednesdays and French Fridays. And the Right Early Wednesdays and French Fridays, I'll be able to stack, obviously. So I'll be able to do a bunch of those at once if I feel like it, and then release them later, which will be a nice change for what I'm doing now. And then the weekly vlogs I will do once a week. So yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking. And then because we're discussing the possibilities of doing a podcast, I would then tie whatever we end up doing for the podcast into those videos as best I could, so that you're getting kind of a 1-2 combo with some guests and things like that as well. So yeah, it's kind of what we're thinking about. Hope that makes sense. Not a silly question at all. Thanks for asking. Let's make me small again. No, too small. That's better. Let's go like something like that. Should do the trick. Boom. Okay, here we go. Did that make sense, Jason?
Style.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. That's like how she likes to.
Let's go find the flight attendant store. We've also timed this well. I made a video about this last year, but this is the very end of national sales. So not everything's on sale because some places have finished theirs, but there are a number of places that are still holding on to the last vestiges of the summer sales. For those of you that are unaware, the way that sales work in France, like clearance sales are regulated, so you can only do them in July and in January, which means that the whole country goes on sale twice a year. It's a great time to buy stuff. It's just unfortunately also an awkward time transitionally for buying clothes. Like you can buy your summer clothes on sale at the end of the summer. Could be worse. I mean, I never buy clothes, so I'm working on this. I'm developing.
Okay, there you go. We are cruising right along.
I am a very slow drinker, not
I
just
know,
of beer,
yeah.
but of coffee and all beverages.
Ah!
I am a very slow drinker, not
I
just
know. Yeah. Do.
Where? You see something?
She does. Fleurs. On a mission.
Oh yeah,
There's no.
This is like beautiful on
We're gonna find a dress for Hannah before we ever. We're gonna find a dress for Hannah before we ever find a flight attendant scarf at this rate.
you. Okay.
It's good.
Okay. Carry on.
We're gonna find a dress for Hannah before we ever find a flight attendant scarf at this rate.
All right. Hey, Kelly. I'm hoping not to travel at all for a while. Thanks, Chris. I need to do that. The problem with the Amazon wish list is that the French Amazon wish list is super limited because they just don't have a lot of stuff. And then the American one I have not touched for a long time because it's so expensive to ship stuff. But thank you. I'll get on top of that. I always appreciate the push because it's definitely... I just never do that. So I appreciate it very much. Glad it makes sense. And Michael, 3 videos a week is going to be a lot more a lot more manageable. It means I've got more time to focus on other projects and also maybe, you know, not say, I don't want to say have a life, but, you know, have a life, hopefully, along the way. Let's see. Thanks. Yeah. Not that I might never deground, but hopefully, at least hopefully I stay definitely grounded. Keep that there. Let's see what this, you know what? Let's go back in time on this one. See what this looks like. Yeah, that's good. Oh, there we go. Come on, y'all. Drop that clip in there. That's good. Okay, let's see. Oh, great. No audio. For the Pete's sake.
We're gonna try Muji here. See if we. We're gonna try Muji here. See if we can find. Oh, look at that.
Right on. I think this also.
We're gonna see if we find any. We're gonna see if we find anything in Muji that works both for the dress didn't it was nice. It looked good on her. She wasn't so sure. I might be able to find a scarf in here though. We'll see what we find.
Move in. Easter clothes shopping. Editing is a lot of work. I mean, it's hard at some point, I'm sure. I'm glad you got your Gustav sticker. Glad Gustav made it. Always worried that he'll get picked up by immigration and they'll be like, no dogs across the border. That's not really a concern of mine, but, you know, kind of. Do. Came close with these handkerchiefs. Wow, that was a long spin. Wow. Okay, let's just leave that in there.
These handkerchiefs. The handkerchiefs were close. Handkerchiefs or handkerchiefs? Handkerchief. These handkerchiefs. The handkerchiefs were close. Handkerchiefs or handkerchiefs? Handkerchiefs? Got a hanker. The hankies were close, but not the right material for what we're looking for. But the size is right.
On our way. Well, I got bad news for you. Unfortunately, I'm not a ginger. I just have a red beard. The rest of my hair is dirty blonde or brown or bald now. But good luck catching that ginger on a wheel. Hopefully you catch them. Hopefully they want to be caught. Actually, make sure you ask permission before you catch them. Get consent. Gingers are sensitive creatures. Delicate. Frail in the wild. I'm just making stuff up as I go now. Let's see. See if this works. We ended up in this is like such a weird story. It's not weird, but it's like not at all what I was hoping it was going to be. this guy. Shaw. Shaw, Shaw. Shaw, Shaw.
We took
Yeah,
a
I love
detour
my
because
wheel.
I've always walked by the store and
I'm not sure my knees are super. I've got my knees were hurting the other day, and I'm not sure if it was because of that or because I've been running a lot more again. But it was a new kind of pain, so I'm guessing it might be a little bit of wheel action. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, otherwise the wheel's great. I love it. No problem.
wanted to check it out. We took a detour because I've always walked by the store and wanted to check it out. What is the name of the store again? I'll show you the name of the store when we go out. But I was sucked in by the globes. Like I thought there'd be more maps and things, but it turns out it's kind of like the French. It's not really even an REI, but it's kind of like an REI mixed with what other store does this remind you of besides Whole Foods?
REI.
Is this really REI?
It feels like Parisian REI.
Parisian REI.
Where there's neck pillows in the camping section.
Hey, neck pillows for camping. That's the best time to use them.
That's also not true. That was a joke. Don't use a neck pillow while you're camping. I mean, do whatever you want. I mean, really. Gotta live your best life. Oh, thanks, Michael. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's a lifestyle. That's one of the reasons. I'm honestly like I really like doing this. It gives me a lot. There's a lot to like about this, and I'm so grateful that I've been able to keep up with it. That I've been able to do it. But there also comes a point where, yeah, I could use a change for a while. I'm pretty burned out. I feel like.
Best time to use them.
And so I appreciate that you would say that because it is a lot of work. And sometimes I forget that. And I tend to also, like, I don't want to be... My work ethic is really important to me, but I think it's too important sometimes. And so sometimes I feel like, oh, yeah, I work really hard. It's like, we all say we work really hard, so... But I'm also kind of tired, so I'm ready to take a wee break. Take a wee break and figure it out from there. But I'll keep making videos. I think there are a lot of people out there that think I'm going to stop making videos. I don't think I can stop making videos. I love it too much. Been making them my whole life. So I definitely won't stop. But man, what an experience this has been. Does this work? Sure. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Explosion. Back to 64. That's where we're at. You know, it's kind of interesting. Ever since I started using this camera instead of my phone, the first 800 or so vlogs I did were on my phone. With this camera, because it's annoying because it doesn't do a date stamp in the file name, which I would love because it organizes it so much better. But because the file name is always C0001 and so forth, it means that all the files are interchangeable. So theoretically, I could open any project file since I've been using this. And as long as I had formatted and started from one that day or whenever, as long as the files overlap, you could actually take all the footage from a different day and immediately import it and cut it the way you cut a different vlog and then export that and then see what came out of it. And I'm actually really tempted to try that and just see what the heck it looks like. Cause it's probably like completely unintelligible because there's a section that's cut for me talking and it's really just whatever random footage. And then the me talking gets cut to the music. And then I think that would be really, really interesting to see. And then you just have random gaps where like the time codes don't match up at all because the clip you used earlier was too long and the one now doesn't exist. And you just end up with, I don't know. It'd be really weird. I want to give that a try. Please check in what? Like to the where? Hospital? Am I one of the top trending YouTube posters to Paris? Yeah, certain parts of Paris. If you type in like the Louvre or the Paris Metro, yes, like if it's specific. But if you just type in the word Paris, don't know that I'm the top thing that comes up. But I'm the top thing that comes up for Louvre and I think for Metro as well. So I'm up there, I guess. Did that? Why? I don't understand where the question came from, Jason. I'm gonna take a break here soon for sure. September is gonna be a lot of sleeping and my sister and brother-in-law will be here, which will be great. And so we'll just be tourists for a week, and I'll film a little bit, and post again once a week, or whatever. But I'm gonna try and calm it way down for a little bit. Ah, no, I want that right where it was. Let's go to the... There, that's what we want right there. Oh man, taking a nap right here was all I wanted to do. Wait, what? People have been quitting YouTube so much in recent years. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think there are a lot of people that are worried that I'm going to quit. And that makes sense. I'm not going to quit though. Because I've been making videos since I was in the 4th grade, and that's the first video I ever made on an old VHS camcorder, and like I just love it. I think that's part of the reason I need to take a break though too, is because it's not that I don't love it. I take it for granted, and it's a part of a lifestyle instead of like a creative process a lot of the times, and a lot of times it feels like it's a part of a grind where I'm not getting to put as much creative energy into it and thought, and so I want to recapture that as well to a large degree. And so there's an element of wanting to make sure that, like, maybe I'll talk about this tomorrow in tomorrow's vlog. That's probably a good thing, but in taking a break, like, it's to recapture some of the excitement and some of the energy, because I'm just exhausted. So to have some energy to then be able to put that back into it and make bigger and just make cool things. So yeah, I get that, but don't worry, I'll be back. I won't ever fully leave. I just need a wee break.
You just gotta let go.
So funny.
Just gotta let go.
Envelops you.
Let's see. $68. Oh yeah, that's right. What's the name of the place?
Nature et découverte. Nature.
It was underwhelming. Not what I dreamed it would always, not what I always dreamed it would be. Jeff, it's totally okay to do. It's doctor ordered it. Doctor ordered. Part of the reason I think that I am different, also, speaking of being different and coming back and stuff, is because, like, YouTube videos, all these things are means to a different end for me. I'm not here to make YouTube videos. I'm here to, do other things in the future, hopefully, and YouTube's a part of that. And while I really love doing what I'm doing and making YouTube videos, like, I've got so many things going on that I want to do, and like places I want to go. I have a huge vision that I would like to actually grab hold of down the line. So that'll always keep me driven to continue. And I think that includes like the YouTube videos. Like, I love making them, and even if I do get burned out like I am now and I get tired of it, or just tired in general, like, I don't think I'll always gravitate back towards it because I really, really enjoy it, and it's trying to build and find a way towards those bigger dreams that I have. So I don't think I can leave for very long. There's a churn for sure, Pat. There's most of the people that were making YouTube videos here, most of the expats, not all of them, there are a few that are still around, but most of them have quit or left. But again, I think that, like, it depends on what you're doing. If you're doing it just to do it, it's a lot harder, because it's hard to keep going for a long time if it's not building towards something else, or if it's not an investment in something else. You're just doing it for its own sake. When you get to where I'm at right now, I think you would just quit because you would have exhausted yourself. But like, for me, I can't quit because I have bigger dreams that I need to get to, and bigger goals that this is a part of, and so I can't quit. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense? So, like, if like you start, I mean, I've quit blogging before. I've quit other things before because I was doing them for their own sake, or because I was blogging about my time with Mercy ships or something like that. So it had a course to run, and when it was run, I was done. But the difference with this is that it's a part of a much longer course, and so I just need an intermission, if that makes sense. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. No, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Look, and yeah, I think it's interesting. And Yanni, I think that's a good guess. I think that's a really interesting. That's a great guess as to why people might be worried. I think it's a really reasonable guess because people that are watching a lot of YouTube might have seen a lot of their favorite YouTubers quit over time, and never come back. I can think of some YouTubers off the top of my head that totally left in weird ways and you never really got an answer or closure, and then they never came back. So I won't do that to you. That's also one of the reasons why I'm talking. You guys, thank you. This is actually this is something I probably should share on the channel, but e-therapy. But that's one of the reasons why I'm talking about the vlog ending months in advance, is because I want everyone to be ready, and I want people to understand it, and I want people to know that there's a plan. Because a lot of those YouTubers that I followed that like just up and like, I'm done, like I'll be back, don't worry, and they never came back. It was really sudden when they did it, and I think that hopefully leading into it demonstrates that there's a plan. So yeah, it's also that too, Jason. Like, yeah, you're right. Like, I don't want to just fall into the same routines and not. I don't know. Yeah, I want to come back at it fresh. So I'm looking forward to doing so. Hey, Maria.
Nature et découverte. So nature and discovery, the REI knockoff. Not what I was expecting at all. I was hoping for more globes. I feel super let down. I was wanting maps and globes and stuff. We should go this way, guys, by the way. That's the way we came from. Andiamo.
Wow. Filming while walking.
Just cut that on. What, that dress? That, oh my. Just cut that on. What, that dress? That, oh my gosh, that's the dress for you. For you.
Is it a wedding
You would
dress?
look like Princess Diana.
I think it's a casual garden party.
Pretty sure that is a garden party dress, yeah.
Yeah.
I would wear it for a
I
garden
do
party.
really well in puff sleeves, so.
The puff sleeves. That's where it's at. We're back to Madonna in the 1980s. So we're gonna make one more pass around. We've been walking through the Marais for a while. That was quite the diversion. And then make our way back to Brewdog because these ladies are down for a beer and pizza. Always. Which is why that's actually why I came. I just am hanging out with them because I knew that they'd want beer and pizza later. So we'll end there, but we'll end there.
Thanks, Teb. I'm excited to find some sort of balance. We'll see how well I do about keeping it to a balance, though, because there's always a chance that I'm just going to go nuts with all this extra time, and, I do that kind of stuff. Do I have light by chance? Oh. Hopefully this is enough light right now. Hold on. Can I lighten it up a little bit? Just a little bit. Any idea when the book I'm currently writing about my life will be done? Soonish. I took the last yesterday and today off from writing it. I'm debating getting back into writing it tomorrow. If I get on top of it, the first draft could be done ostensibly pretty soon because I'm a very fast writer. And then I would go through and do a round of revision on my own and then let a few people read it and see what they think about it. And then probably make some changes based off that. And then it would be ready for us to do maybe like a Kickstarter. And I think part of the Kickstarter would be paying for an editor to go through and edit it. So I'd need to find an editor, but then it would be ready more or less. As long as the Kickstarter was a success, I could probably get the editor started on it before that was even finished. And theoretically it could be done a month or two later. So sometime fall. How's that for an answer? That was like maybe more detail than you're looking for, Emily, but hopefully it works. As a creative, it feels like you'll continue to explore video. Yes. Yeah. I think you're totally right. Catching my breath for a bit is going to be great. Hustle and cuzzle. What does that say? Yeah, my balance stinks anyways. Bonsoir, okay, Piers. Oh, Trappiste. I think I know that one.
We'll end there, but we'll see if we can't find a scarf. I don't know why I keep pinching my neck. Now that you brought that to my attention, I have no idea why I keep doing that. Kristen did find some essential oils for her sister in case the scarf fails, but we're gonna try, and maybe we'll even find a dress for Hannah. We'll see.
Let's go ahead. Ah! Drag that there. Oh, man. Okay. More
The green
dresses.
is so perfect.
See.
This is, ladies, I hope you enjoy this episode too. A little shopping. Never get to see shopping in my vlog. Thought it'd be fun. It was a fun time. See what that looks like. Yeah. Yes. Excellent, Orlando. Watching a live stream at work is doctor approved.
So ready. Yeah, I'm so ready.
Whoa, thanks, Yanni. Good job on making up the word. And thank you for adding to the beer / apparently office fun tonight. Woo, there goes the light. Okay, dance session over. All right. Boom diggity. How did this work? I don't know how disciplined I was for the reveal. There it is.
Yep.
This dress looked really good on her too. Sad that
was perfect.
That's really
sad that she didn't end up getting it. It's really funny.
Did they have another size? I don't know.
We will cut that second one out though. Ay. Hey Michelle, glad you could make it. On the old Christmas wish list. It should be. I think it'll be available. So the plan is to crowdfund it.
It's a little.
Probably should talk about that soon here too. Oh, I didn't get the. Hold on. Let's grab where. Whoops. We're getting the preview of that dress. I think it's right here. So, did I get a shot of her holding it? Yeah, basically.
I don't really know these sizes.
Translating sizes as well. What was I gonna say? We have a lot of asides going on right now. Cool. So I do need to. I'm not a flea market expert, but I do need to get to some flea markets here soon. The goal is basically, part of the reason I want to kickstart it is because, for a number of reasons, I don't want to try and traditionally publish it because I don't know, there may be a market for it, but I don't know. It seems like it's something we can go directly to you guys. And so like the plan is to do it on the Kickstarter because then we have that upfront push if it's going to get traditionally published and there's evidence that there are a lot of people. So that's why it's like, hopefully, 1,000 to 2,000 copies would get sold would be great. But then we can go quickly. Traditional publishing would make it take forever. But if we do it this way, it would be in your hands mid to late fall, theoretically. And then it also helps to build, because I want to have like a little bit of a war chest built up for projects, for the stuff that we're doing, for making sure everybody on my small but growing team is going to get paid as we dive more into things, and then hopefully free up some space for some fun, fresh projects and cool stuff and office funds and things like that. So it's a multiple combination. Like there's a lot of hopefully good stuff that comes. Like you get the book faster, we can get it all done quickly. It solves some problems and then it has like a big, hurrah to go with it. So that's kind of the thought. Hopefully it all works out. Why I'm shopping. Yeah, well, you know what, Pat? I'm full of surprises. Also, no scented candles were shopped for on this trip. So there you go. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. I'm shopping with some friends who are in town for a few days, and they wanted to find a couple things in particular. Let's go like this. Welcome back. Did I answer your question while you were gone? I don't know what your question was. Unfortunately, I think it might have gotten lost, but you can ask it again. She didn't like the belt. Let's see. Come on, move on to the next one. Was that the one we were just on? I guess so.
So no success. So no success. Aw, so close too.
Dang. Pretty close.
Do I talk in the next bit or not? Antiques. Oh yeah, the flea markets are great for antiques. My teeth aren't as white as they should be, but I've done the Crest white strips twice now in the last 4 years or something like that. They're safe. They're recommended to me by a dentist friend, a Norwegian dentist friend, who is like, you guys can get those Crest whitening strips, and they're amazing, and you can't really get them in a lot of European countries. You should use that. And so I was like, okay, I'll try that. And
Pretty
then
close.
they work. That's how. But they needed a little extra love every once in a while. There we go. I'm not planning on doing any meetups anytime soon, just because they they take a lot of energy. They're pretty emotionally draining, and I got nothing left right now. So I'm not planning on doing any anytime soon. Hopefully I'll do some again in the future. Not too long, I'm sure, but at the same time, it's just like I got nothing left. But hopefully we'll do more in the future. They're fun. They're usually fun. Sometimes they're a little less fun. I think it's also the gamble. Like, there's one out of every 4 or 5 of them are actually kind of more challenging than fun, which isn't a problem. Generally, I really enjoy them, but I'm struggling enough as it is right now. Just editing my vlog. So, thanks. I appreciate that you like my teeth. They're my best feature.
Quick shopping break in Les Archives. This is the National Archives, which has a really nice park in it. Back around the corner. Don't let the courtyard fool you. You actually can go through the corner. Good spot to sit, have a lunch, or whatever you feel like doing. We're on the verge of giving up, I feel like. So we'll see if this resuscitates it all for one more attempt at any dress hunting, and then we'll go get dinner, I guess. I guess it's dinner at this point, isn't it?
Supper.
Dinner? Supper?
I should have gotten a lot closer to those flowers. Thanks, Pat. Yeah, Courier's Courier's is also not what the average subscriber of mine comes for, right? Like, so I think that the book about how I got to Paris would be much more up people's alley. So my hope is that, because I do want it to, like, I want it especially because I have a proposal out for another book right now, or at least I'm trying to get an agent. Like, I'd want it to serve as a demonstration that there's an audience for my Paris-oriented writing. And so that's part of why the Kickstarter is very valuable, but also a little risky. It's a little scary, because if it doesn't do well, then, yeah, it doesn't look good. But I think it'd do well. That's why when I talk about being a little scared, it's like that's part of it. The other reason that I'm kind of scared is because, like, writing this book has been pretty also
Like
taxing.
most of the parts.
It's another thing. I'm spending a lot of my emotional energy on writing this book, and like going back through the years, especially out of the last like 5 or 6 years, I hit I really think of as the darkest years of my life, and so going back and reliving that has been tiring. And that's why I took a break the last couple of days, because unlike fiction, where I just need to power through it, I feel like with this, it's like I need to probably give myself a little bit of space to like process and not feel so emotionally raw before I
It
jump.
does look like most of the park is closed off now, but this is, oh wow, yeah, and tons of scaffolding, but it's a great spot to come have a secret picnic. Natasha showed me this place. Have a secret picnic. Natasha showed me this place. Picnic. Natasha showed me this place the first time.
I think that's all we need. What did I say?
A whale. Back to it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Showed me this place the first time. A whale. Back to it.
Go like that. Boom. Delete that. Put that there. Boom. 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 Bing. Bang. Boom. Talked about pulling my books from being sold. Yeah. Oh, hey, Josh. How's it going? Yeah, I'm gonna pull all of them, and there will be some. Some of them will need heavy rewriting. Josh, you've been there since the beginning, basically. The Vitalis Chronicles are already pulled, and unfortunately, there are physical copies that are out in the world that people can still get their hands on, but they just need to be rewritten. And Couriers needs some lightly rewriting probably, but basically, it's just wanting to go back through and make sure everything fits within the same canon of a larger universe, and that I'm not writing myself into any corners, and then improving them. Like Dark Horse and like a bunch of them could definitely are fine. They're not bad necessarily, but they could definitely be a lot better. And I feel like I know that more now, and I know how I would improve them and what changes I would make story wise. And then, but the main driver is not story; it's universe, and making sure that everything lines up and functions properly and doesn't open massive holes or what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, that everything fits within the canon, if that makes sense. So, and I just don't talk about politics or faith or anything. It's Bronwyn via on the YouTubes, because it's not. I don't find it to be an appropriate place for it. But thanks for asking. No harm, no foul. But I just don't talk about those things. But in the book that I'm writing, I do talk about it a little bit. So if you're curious about those things, there will be some answers in there. I'm debating how much to put in there, but I'm thinking that there's some important stuff in there for the overall like narrative. So. That'll do. See what this looks like. The music does. Oh yeah, I go through tons of music. The music does drive the edit. By necessity in some ways, but also, yeah, I go through a lot. I try not to use the same song more than 2 or 3 times in a season. And then not more than once every 3 months or so. Nope. Come on. Maybe this will work. Nope. Let's do this. But the music is really important, and I tend to pick the music on the day based on how I'm feeling. So like I have folders of music, mostly from 4 artists, but a few other artists that I support on Patreon. And then early on, I went through them in a fairly chronological order from how I downloaded them, which was really helpful. Whoa, hey, thank you. Thanks, Michelle. Appreciate that. But yeah, I just thumb through and try and find something. It's just too much to keep track of. I have a spreadsheet to keep track of all of what I have used, but figuring it out, someday I'll have a better system for it. Hello, Irma. Thanks for saying hi.
Fun because I never have a reason
This is a nice preview for you, at
to
least.
do this. I was just telling these guys, there's not like, this is an entire footprint in the city, like hundreds of stores I would never set foot in, but they're really nice. I like the layout of, or the feeling of a lot of these places. It's cool. Anyways, maybe we found one. What do you think? No, wrong. What do you think? No, wrong size. Oh no.
But the idea of it is.
The idea of it.
There we go. Let's cut that there. Hey, Sonny. Wow, you write your own music as well. That is a lot. I wish I was musically talented enough to do all of that. Paris is pretty much back in full swing towards the very end of the month. Yeah. It's people start coming back at the end of the month. But then it's called the rentrée, and people can be. It's always an interesting time. People are often. Some people are ready to work. Some people don't want to go back to work. Some people are jealous that they didn't get a vacation. But yeah, things should be kicking again. I'm actually really happy with Paris this August. Now that I have an office, like I'm not as worried about finding coffee shops to work in and stuff like that, and trying to go on. There was one August where I went on a couple dates, and it was really hard to find a place. But there's one that I went on where we walked for like a half an hour just to find a bar, because the first two that I tried to go to was like, let's go to this one. Closed. I know another one like 10 minutes away. Let's go that. Closed. And then, yeah, we ended up just at a really cheesy place on the corner. Maybe that's why I never saw her again. Maybe she just knew it was doomed.
Nothing to worry about in this vicinity. Nothing to worry about in this vicinity.
I'm laughing. Sometimes I think I sound like an idiot. Not just when I'm laughing. Many different times.
It was a valiant effort.
I tried. I don't have that kind of patience.
Don't have the patience.
Nope.
Oh man, so you're not gonna get it just because too many people waiting in line.
Well,
Huh?
if I thought it was like the dress,
Oh, okay.
I would go for it. But I was like, oh, this could maybe work. I'll try it on to see. And
I don't know, just kind of sad. I was hoping we'd find you your dress today.
That could have been it, but
Dang it.
we'll never know.
All right, well,
I got my mind on
you know,
pizza.
that's the only place your mind should ever really be. Let's be
Whoa,
honest.
hey. Thanks, Orlando. Appreciate that. And I'm glad you liked it in 20 and 20. Here's hoping that I get a chance to make a book out of it.
Okay, we're gonna make our way towards the pizza, but if you see another spot,
Okay.
stop, grab it,
I
try it.
understand.
That place is just too popular, is all.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore. This food is a good idea.
Okay, we're getting close, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting real close. But stick with it, because it's gonna get intense. Sorta. Let's go back. Get a little more music out of this. I do not record in 4K because I have to vlog daily, and 4K, unless you have a monster of a machine, which I unfortunately do not have, can't be edited live, as the terminology goes. You have to make what are called proxies, which are low-resolution files. You may already know all this. For everybody who doesn't know, you have to make proxies, which are like low-resolution files that you edit in proxy, because they're smaller and your computer can handle the resolution, and then it exports that time code, applies it to your 4K footage, and exports from the 4K footage, and then you have a full 4K video. But that making proxies alone like takes 10 to 12 hours depending, and I don't have that kind of time, unfortunately. So, good question. I'd like to use some 4K in the future now that I won't be when I stop doing daily.
Idea.
But because it looks real sharp, and I'd love to do it. Why not working from home? Why am I not working from home? Why don't I work from home? I don't know that I understand the question. But edits usually take me, 2-ish hours now. It used to take me 3 to 4 hours. Now it's like, how long have we been going for this time? Where's our little time? Do we have a timestampy thingy here? Nope. But yeah, especially like 2.5 hours. But then you have to do metadata. You have to do a lot of other stuff, and so that it always takes a little bit longer than you think. Because when you're done editing, then you got to render. You got blah 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 blah. All right, on and on, never stops. Why not work from home? I've worked from home for years. I edited right here at this desk, or the table that was here before it for years, and then I would work from coffee shops and stuff like that. But I don't want to spend all my time here in this tiny little room, so I don't want to always work from home. I'm working from home tonight, though. How's that? I don't know if that answers your question or not. You can feel free to ask clarifying questions. Oh, you work at Adobe? Yeah, 4K would be great, but I met a bunch of people that work at Adobe on Premiere at VidCon, I guess a year ago, just over a year ago in Anaheim. They were really nice.
Good idea.
Wait, did you say you work on Premiere or you just work at Adobe? You work on Premiere? So I'm sure you've heard this a million times, but since you brought it up, the only thing that's driving, it doesn't even really drive me nuts that much, but what happens is, what used to happen probably 6 months ago was whenever I plugged in my headphones to my computer, it would automatically switch my preferences to my headphones. And then back again. If I unplugged it, then it would go back to my speakers. Now I have to do it manually. Even if it detects that my hardware setup has changed, it'll prompt me to say, do you want to change your preferences? But it just won't automatically change it. And I know it can be done because it used to be done, and now it doesn't do it anymore. I wish it would do that. I have all kinds of little things because I'm in this every day. But that's the one. If we could get that back, that'd be great. It's just those little things. Community manager. Well, you're still great, and I still love you. And keep managing the community. It's great. You're probably not the headphone jack fixer-upper, but if you want to pass that along to the headphone jack fixer-upper, I brought it up to them a year ago. I was like, this used to work. Oh, so it's been broken for like longer. I was like, this just broke like 2 months ago, and they're like, we know. And I know that video software is super complex, and you're dealing with tons of hardware configurations, and I'm nobody, so I don't expect anybody to change anything for me. But if I could just get that one thing back, oh man! And then text preferences. If I could set it so my preference automatically, when I open my text, it automatically set to the ITC. Hold on, come back. What I got right here, so that because every day I have to change it to what I like instead of it, staying that way forever. Sorry. I will shut up. I'll shut up. I love it. You know that bug? Yeah. Cool. Thanks. I didn't mean to go nuts about it. I am very happy with Adobe Premiere. I love it. I've been using it for 17 years. No, longer. I've been using it for 20 years. I think I've been using Premiere for 20 years. Since 1.5, something like that. I love it. I love it. I'm not complaining. Those are just little things that I wish were better. Yeah, they're just little things like that. Thanks for hearing me out. I appreciate that. Uploading HD in 4K to YouTube results in better quality because it's not as compressed. That is very true. Actually, what a lot of people will do is they will film in 4K and then down-res it before they even upload it. So either way, if you film in 4K, whether that compression happens because you render it at 1080 or because you upload it to YouTube and it down-reses it, either way, it's going to look better than if you film in 1080. So filming in 4K pretty much always looks sharper because it's just more information to work with, and you're going to have fewer aberrations, all that stuff. So that is very true. The issue is just that if I were to film in 4K, it would destroy my computer, and I would never be able to edit as quickly as I normally am editing. But now I'm talking to you a lot instead of finishing the edit. Hopefully, you guys don't mind the sidetracks, but because really, I mean, are you here to watch me edit? I hope so, but you get it. You get it. Anywho. Yes, you're right. Filming in 4K is great. It looks great. It's just, it adds a lot of data management because it is significantly larger, the file sizes. And then editing is harder because the file sizes are larger. In most computers off the shelf. Even like mine's a gaming rig. It's not a bad computer, but in order to edit 4K, you're going to need to drop $4,000 or $5,000 minimum to get started. If you want to do it live like I'm doing right now with this footage. So that changes things. Whew.
Some shopping successes in. We got 3 gifts. No drafts. No dresses, right? You got 3 gifts in the end. So I'll get better at this. I'll get better at this. I promise. I'm gonna figure out how to shop in this city. I'll get better at this. I promise. I'm gonna figure out how to shop in this city better with time. Anyways, this is a good time to stop in for a beer at least.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I was like, go in, walk in front of me. I didn't actually say anything though, so I was just like, go on guys, got to order up there. I was trying to follow them in. Sometimes using your words works better than hoping people can read your mind. There we go. "4K bumps up the search algorithm. I wouldn't be surprised." Oh, filming HD but up-resing it for YouTube upload. I don't imagine that would do any good because up-resing in digital terms, whether it's photography or video, there's not really such a thing as up-resing because your resolution stays the same. It's a 1080 resolution. You're blowing up and your pixels just get bigger, pretty much. Down-resing works because you're taking lots of information and then you have a lot to work with when you make it smaller to choose from. If it starts smaller and gets bigger, you have less information to choose from, and then that gets spread out over more space. So that's why, like, when you're watching a movie and they're looking at security footage and the person's like, resolve, they're like, make it clearer. It doesn't really work that way. Like, unless it happens to be a high-resolution feed on a small resolution screen, you can't clarify it really in that way. So I hope that makes sense. So if you were to upload it, I guess though, if it at least it would help you if you up-resed it, or you made it 4K and then you uploaded it. It might help your search at least, even if the quality doesn't necessarily get any better. Random question: heading to Paris? I'm glad flip-flops or sandals are fine. Yeah, as long as it's hot enough. Shorts and flip-flops happen here. It's just usually only when it's really hot, and then guys go back to wearing pants pretty quickly. But if they're stylish shorts, usually that means like above the knee and not like baggy or whatever, then then people will be totally fine with it. I wear flip-flops sometimes. I wore flip-flops the other day. Let's see if this works. That was great, but I didn't get the audio, so we'll just keep it like... Nah. Let's just leave it the way it was there. She got some KB coffee as a gift. Hey, Crystal and Emily. Yeah, I definitely look forward to doing some stuff in 4K. Oh, perfect. But I also feel like what I'm doing doesn't necessarily demand it either. Pushan and I had very long conversations about this because he's a huge proponent for 4K. For me, my reasons are really workflow reasons. Like, I just don't have time to do it because it requires so much more. But if you have the time and the space to do it and a computer that can handle it well enough, whatever, 4K I think is definitely the way to go. There's like no real reason not to at that point, I guess. But yeah, I would not wear Crocs here. It's not going to go well. Dress codes in churches and some restaurants. Yes. I don't know about flip-flops in churches. In restaurants, there definitely there are going to be some places that would not like that. And same possibly with shorts. So just be careful. I never go into places that are like that. I really never end up eating in places like that. But the dress code for churches, to my knowledge, I'd be interested now to know if there are some places that don't allow flip-flops in churches. But usually for men, you can't wear a hat, and women have to have their shoulders covered. But flip-flops would be interesting. Probably depends as well on the church, because some churches get too many tourists to really say no. So like Notre Dame would do the hat and shoulders thing, but there are a lot of other things that they would probably let slide. There are some churches like Sacre-Cœur you're not even supposed to take footage in or photos. So I never go into Sacre-Cœur for my vlog because I try to respect that. People take photos all the time in there, but I'm trying to respect it. And I guess we get this reaction shot. There we go. Missed that. I want more of that pizza now. So hungry. But yeah, I would be interested. Wait, did I? Hold on. Cut that part too soon. Really interested now to know if there's an anti-sandal dress code. Do you have a church in mind? Did you have that experience somewhere? HD is where it's at for the speed. I've been approached occasionally. Hi, Jane. Mark, I've been approached occasionally. Like McDonald's, they are on it. If you start to try to film it at McDonald's, they're really on it. And I am always really annoyed by that. Actually, I haven't tried to film at McDonald's in a long time because I know that. But usually what I do is I ask permission up front if I'm not sure in a lot of situations. Especially when you're with friends or something and you're clearly just filming your friends. Like, I don't really ask. Like, when we went to the shops today, some shops actually don't like it when you photograph. But for some reason today, I wasn't worried about it and it was fine. But a lot of times if I'm uncertain or if I know that it's the kind of place that might say no, then I will ask permission first. And I'll just be like, hey, I'm just going to take some photos or some video, whatever. Do you mind? And then if you are just respectful, most of the time people are cool with it.
Pizza and beer consumed. Possible dress purchase coming up next.
Got to save the best stuff till the end. I wanted the blur here. That girl's dress looks kind of cool. Now that I'm in dress hunting mode. From what little we could see in the blur. Back to the first place. I should have said that on camera. Gosh dang it. Let's see.
No, that was a small.
And we had a lady that helped us that was like even more intense and had a method for tying it.
Certaines clientes et les clientes m'ont dit oui.
Here we go. Let's see what this looks like if I extend it. Come on out there. There we go. Let's see. And then cut to the part where she helps. Where is she? She taught her like this method for tying it that would kind of help keep it tighter and also look nice. Look a little bit more secure and look good, and it worked. Doop. Okay, let's see. I think maybe I do say something about it on camera. Please, Jay, say it.
A unique tightening method. See what happens.
There we go. Let's see what this does here. Gotta grab some more music here. Jeez.
See what happens. What happens.
Let's jump a little bit sooner. here. That's good. Okay, and then got anything else?
Fais du shopping, elle a pas le passeport. Et la taxe.
And then she gave us, this lady gave us some tips that I share here at the end as well, which is handy. Ah! Don't want to zoom. Why would I want that zoom tool? Makes no sense. Okay.
Au revoir. Merci, au revoir.
Are you happy? Get the mission part in there. Are you happy? There we go. And it's timed with the high five and everything. Boom diggity. Boom diggity. Interesting though. I wonder the compression that's going on with YouTube is a mystery. Are you happy?
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's not to some people who know better than me, but
they gave us as we were leaving, if you're gonna shop, make sure you shop with your passport, because if you're not French, or if you're not European, I guess, if you're American and you've got your passport with you, they will give you a lower tax rate that you can claim at the airport, which I've seen before, but I didn't know what the rules were, and apparently it's 175, 176 euros and up. You get that reduction up. Euros and up, you get that reduction per store. So you got to spend 175 euros in a store, and then they'll hook you up with all the necessary documentation. So that was cool. Anyways, good day spent shopping. Brunch, shopping, dinner.
dang scooters.
Dinner went well. We succeeded in everything except for the scarf arena, and then otherwise it was all pretty much a win, I think. So I will. I had a great time with these guys. I'll see you bright and early. A win, I think. So I had a great time with these guys. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for whatever nonsense is coming tomorrow here in Paris. Hopefully sleep, because there's no more scaffolding in my courtyard, so I might sleep in, and then we'll see what comes from there. And I will see you tomorrow for that.
Okay, let's see. That's got to make my little end screen timing right. That's good enough. Like that. And then what do we grab for our final shot? So what's going to happen now, I'm going to grab a couple of shots for the final. And then, not the final, sorry, the end screen. And then I'm going to do a polish. So I'll talk to you for a second before we go for the full polish. This is kind of fun. I like the shot. There we go. Okay, and then let's grab a longer. Do we have a longer? Yeah, we could do that. Let's grab something else that's a little longer.
A little bit of cold brew to go.
Not me talking. Yeah, Eiffel Tower is not a bad idea. This will work, I think, actually. Yeah, like that. Yeah. Yeah. Good enough. Okay, that's good. And then do we have one more? Uno mas. Uno mas. Longer than that. This could do the trick. Not that one. I want this. Yeah. Let's do yes. How long is that? 8 seconds. Perfect. Okay, and then let's say subscribe for more shopping extravaganzas. See if I spelled everything correctly. Bring that down, center it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think I spelled everything right. You can let me know if I missed something. Center this just below the middle. Copy paste. Whoa. Music by Diala. Right? Yep. Double checking. shrink that down just a smidge. Boom. End screen made. Okay. Now, what's going to happen? We're 10 subs away from 35,000. Sweet. Thanks for pumping that. All right, let's see. I'm not really centered very well here, am I? I need better posture. Okay, so did I miss anything there? Last second. I think we're all pretty caught up. Do I prep most? Oh, it's all improv basically. I take some notes sometimes before. Like if I have a 5 best or something like that, like I'll make sure to note like here are the 5 things I'm going to talk about today. But I generally don't do too much prep just because it's too much. I don't have time. Like we get to the end of the day like this and I'm exhausted. It's like I don't have a lot of time to write a script. So for some stuff I write a script, but oh yeah, and I forgot. Dang, I'm getting a lot of text messages right now. I forgot about that too. So it's not that complex. I don't know. I suppose maybe. And I've just been using this font for a decade, like with my books and a number of different things, and I just love it. I think it looks really good. My sister, I think, is the one that found it originally, and she makes great design decisions, and so got to follow her lead as best I can. Prep my shots, as in like doing a shot list or anything like that. Most of it's just on the fly, like I'm just going. Like I know what I'm doing for the day, and I'm thinking, and a lot of it's like ingrained as far as like this is what I'm going to talk about today. I need to have a full conversation about this with my viewers today, but I also need to live my life and do my job. So like I start talking in the morning, talk more to the camera in the afternoon, talk more in the evening, and then most of it's just running in my head. Like I don't really do a lot of prep outside of that. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to do a polish. So the polish is where I'm going to go back and rewatch the whole thing, make sure there are no slip-ups or gaffes or guffs or goofles. And so this is the point where if you want to avoid spoiling the experience of seeing the whole thing properly finished and in full resolution tomorrow, then you probably don't want to watch anymore. But if you want to watch it with me, feel free. I will stop it occasionally to make some adjustments, changes, whatever. There's a chance that I might not make many. We'll find out. But I'll probably turn off my phone for that period so I can focus, and then I will come back to your comments after, and we will wrap up then. Thanks for watching. If you bail now, I appreciate that you were here. Good. I'm glad I answered that finally. Sorry if I beat around the bush on that for a bit. And you're welcome, Jackson. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. So, yeah, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to turn off my phone. I will pick it back up here shortly. I'm going to watch this guy. I'll shrink myself down to maybe this size, because we won't need all this space over here anymore. And let's watch this guy.
Bonjour, aujourd'hui c'est vlog day 1118.
They've almost got all of it down. Looks nice. I have no idea what they did, but it looks nice up there. Anyways, that's nice. That means that hopefully today's the last day of the clanking and clanging and shouting in the morning and... Anyways, that's nice. Anyways, that means that hopefully today's the last day of the clanking and clanging and shouting in the morning and all that good stuff that's been going on for quite a while now. Hopefully. Maybe this weekend I'll be able to sleep in. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll just sleep in tomorrow. That'd be great. Got a good night's sleep last night. Went to bed earlier. Slept solid. So I'm not in bad shape this morning. Today, I think the plan is to try and do some shopping. We're going to have brunch over at Good News Coffee because Fox basically said, hey man, we're still open in August. If you want to come, I'll give you breakfast. He's in Greece right now. But the rest of his staff are here, I guess. So we'll go have brunch there this morning and then possibly do a little bit of shopping. My friend Hannah's here with her friend Kristen, and Kristen needs to do a little bit of shopping, and she said stresses her out like crazy. I understand that. It stresses me out when I'm shopping for myself, but I do enjoy gift shopping for other people, so we'll see if we can't go find some stuff for her today. And if their plans have changed, because I do know they wanted to get into the Louvre today at some point, then, figure it out from there. In the meantime, brunch! they're really late, so I figured I'd walk around and try and find some Space Invaders, and found no new Space Invaders. Found a couple fakes. This is not the result that I would hope for. Okay, let's go back and get coffee. Hopefully they're there by the time we get there. So you got coffee,
Yes.
and you would eat. What else are we gonna?
The
Right. So we're gonna try and find. We're right next to the Eiffel Tower, so we're gonna try and go see the Eiffel Tower while the bells are still ringing, because that's the most romantic way to see the Eiffel Tower. And then you want to get like a scarf
scarf thing.
for someone. We
maybe
won't say
a
who. And then you got coffee, and possibly in place of wine, and
like a magnet.
oh, a magnet. Oh, that'll be really easy. We'll find you the most ridiculously ostentatious magnet possible.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see how we do here. How did you like your avocado toast?
So good.
Oh, that was a good response. She had a really good response the first time I asked her, and then that was like,
forget what I
she was ready. Basically that.
Okay.
But you didn't have quite the same level of sass. That was good. No, this time was more sass.
Okay.
Last time was more like, oh my god, that was so good. And this time was like, ugh. Anyways, it was really good.
Natural reaction.
Your coffee is?
Sass.
Your natural reaction is sass? Okay, anyways, that was really, really good. It was delicious. They're open throughout all of August if you're looking for good coffee and delicious avocado toast. I forgot to say that a minute ago. We are almost at the Eiffel Tower. We might swing by Les Invalides as well. We'll see what we end up doing. Then we got to get towards the Marais for a little bit of shopping is the current plan of operation. Current plan of operation? I don't speak English anymore. First visit to the Eiffel Tower down, and now I think diverting right. But before we make it back to the Marais, we're not going to make it until she gets some more coffee. I don't think so. Sleepy Hannah's. So Zia, hopefully they're open. Yeah, it looks like they're open. Zia for the longest time. They're in the game. If you want to go check them out, really good as well. I don't know if they're open in August. We're about to find out. And I don't remember what I was going to say. Something. Anyways, we're going to check in with them, see if they're open, grab coffee, and then we'll head towards the Marais from here. You might even find a ridiculous magnet here if you want one. I don't know. You've got Magnet Central here. Like these little tourist spots. Is this in line with what you're thinking?
I think like.
Look at. Actually, this is like. You can shake it.
That's awesome.
It's like a snow globe, but flat. Macaroons are kitschy.
So maybe not that kitschy.
This is also very kitsch. Look at that.
Yeah, not that kitschy.
Not that
either, I
kitsch.
guess.
Okay. So kitsch, but not super kitsch. Then maybe a street sign.
Specific type of.
What about like?
Let me have a think.
All right, you think. You think I'm gonna get her coffee. How about
Okay,
that?
sounds
We're just
good.
like one door. We're one door over.
Right here.
Yeah, right here. Yeah. Okay. We'll get coffee while the magnets are being found. Magnet, scarf. Here, what the other thing was. We'll figure it out. A little bit of cold brew to go. They are open and down to 2 stickers. I'm gonna have to get them some more of those. What'd you get?
Voila.
Nice. It's classily kitsch.
Yeah, and I had to buy something that was $5. So also this.
Oh, chocolate too. Boom. To use your card?
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got 1 magnet, 2 cold brews, successful trip down, and on we go. All right, we've made it to St. Paul, which is kind of, as far as metro stops go, at least the heart of the Marais, but it's in the southern part of the Marais. We're gonna walk straight north from here, see what we find. I'm just waiting by the garbage can because I have 1 ice cube left and I want to finish. I don't want to waste the ice before I throw the cup away. Okay, now I'm set. Let's go. How's your cold brew?
Great. Still working on it.
So the Marais is an area that I'm really familiar with in general, just because
like the Pelotons here, and a lot of my friends are here, and there are a lot of parts of the game, or a lot of partners in the game that are here or nearby. So it's a great spot. But for shopping, it's one of the areas that I'm the weakest. Traditionally, this is the Jewish district, and has been for hundreds of years, and then is also the gay district. And the shopping, it's pretty on point. Lots and lots of options just by walking around. So as far as little scarves go, I'm not 100% sure where to go, but we'll figure this out as we roll.
Hey, there's a scarf.
Yeah, that is cute.
Are you thinking more like a tiny
more like not a
silk
scarf,
one?
but like a bandana type of.
Got it.
A bandana or like a little, like silky kind
Yeah,
of scarf
not a
thing?
yes,
Not like a western.
not a Western bandana. Like what she
Not
does.
gonna rob
is she-
banks with it, or?
I hope she doesn't.
Like a flight attendant style.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. That's like how she likes to.
Let's go find the flight
I think
attendant
that's
store. We've also timed this well. I made a video about this last year, but this is the very end of national sales. So not everything's on sale, because some places have finished theirs, but there are a number of places that are still holding on to the last vestiges of the summer sales. For those of you that are unaware, the way that sales work in France, like clearance sales, are regulated, so you can only do them in July and in January, which means that the whole country goes on sale twice a year. It's a great time to buy stuff. It's just unfortunately also an awkward time transitionally for buying clothes. Like, you can buy your summer clothes on sale at the end of the summer. Could be worse. I mean, I never buy clothes, so I'm working on this. I'm developing.
I am a very slow drinker, not
I know. We're gonna find a dress for Hannah before we ever find a flight attendant scarf at this rate. We're gonna try Muji here, see if we can find. Oh, look at that.
Right on. I think this also.
We're gonna see if we find anything in Muji that works both for the dress didn't. It was nice. It looked good on her. She wasn't so sure. I might be able to find a scarf in here though. Let's see what we find. Handkerchief. These handkerchiefs. The handkerchiefs were close. Handkerchiefs or handkerchiefs? Handkerchiefs? Got a hanker. The hankies were close, but not the right material for what we're looking for. But the size was right. We took a detour because I've always walked by the store and wanted to check it out. What is the name of the store again? I'll show you the name of the store when we go out. But I was sucked in by the globes. Like, I thought there'd be more maps and things, but it turns out it's kind of like the French. It's not really even an REI, but it's kind of like an REI mixed with. What other store does this remind you of besides Whole Foods?
REI.
Is this really REI?
It feels like Parisian REI.
Parisian
Where
REI.
there's neck pillows in the camping section.
Hey, neck pillows for camping. That's the best time to use them. Nature et découverte. So nature and discovery, the REI knockoff. Not what I was expecting at all. I was hoping for more globes. I feel super let down. I was wanting maps and globes and stuff. We should go this way, guys, by the way. That's the way we came from. Andiamo. Just cut that on. What, that dress? Oh my gosh, that's the dress for you.
Is it a wedding
You would look
dress?
like Princess Diana.
I think it's a casual garden party.
Pretty sure that is a garden party dress, yeah.
Yeah.
I would wear it for a
I
garden
do
party.
really well in puff sleeves, so.
The puff sleeves. That's where it's at. We're back to Madonna in the 1980s. So we're gonna make one more pass around. We've been walking through the Marais for a while. That was quite the diversion. And then make our way back to Brewdog because these ladies are down for a beer and pizza. Always. Which is why that's actually why I came. I just am hanging out with them because I knew that they'd want beer and pizza later. So we'll end there, but we'll see if we can't find a scarf. I don't know why I keep pinching my neck. Now that you brought that to my attention, I have no idea why I keep doing that. Kristen did find some essential oils for her sister in case the scarf fails, but we're gonna try. And maybe we'll even find a dress for Hannah. We'll see. So no success? Aw, so close too.
Dang, pretty close.
quick shopping break in Les Archives. This is the National Archives, which has a really nice park in it. Back around the corner. Don't let the courtyard fool you. You actually can go through the corner. Good spot to sit, have a lunch, or whatever you feel like doing. We're on the verge of giving up, I feel like. So we'll see if this resuscitates it all for one more attempt at any dress hunting, and then we'll go get dinner, I guess. I guess it's dinner at this point, isn't it?
Supper.
Dinner? Supper? It does look like most of the park is closed off now, but this is, oh wow, yeah, and tons of scaffolding, but it's a great spot to come have a secret picnic. Natasha showed me this place for the first time. Go whale. Back to it. It's fun because I never have a reason to do this. I was just telling these guys, there's not like, this is an entire footprint in the city, like hundreds of stores I would never set foot in. It's fun because I never have a reason to do this. I was just telling these guys, there's not like, this is an entire footprint in there's not like, to do this. I was just telling these guys, there's just telling these guys, this is an entire footprint in the city, like hundreds of stores I would never set foot in, but they're really nice. I like the layout of, or the feeling of a lot of these places. It's cool. Anyways, maybe we found one. What do you think? No, wrong size. Oh no.
But the idea of it is.
The idea of it.
Nothing to worry about in this vicinity.
It was a valiant effort.
I tried. I don't have that kind of patience.
Don't have the patience. Oh man, so you're not gonna get it just because too many people waiting in line.
Well,
huh?
if I thought it was like the dress,
Oh, okay.
I would go for it. But I was like, oh, this could maybe work. I'll try it on to see. And
I don't know, I'm just kind of sad. I was hoping we'd find you your dress
that
today.
could have been it, but
Dang
we'll
it.
never know.
All right, well,
I got my mind on
you
pizza.
that's the only place your mind should ever really be. Let's be honest. Okay, we're gonna make our way towards the pizza, but if you see another spot,
Okay.
stop, grab it,
I
try it.
understand.
That place is just too popular, is all.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying anymore. This food is a good idea. All right, we got some shopping successes in. We got 3 gifts, no dresses, right? You got 3 gifts in the end. So I'll get better at this, I promise. I'm gonna figure out how to shop in this city better with time. Anyways, this is a good time to stop in for a beer at least. Pizza and beer consumed. Possible dress purchase coming up next. A unique tightening method.
La taille très fine, hein.
See what happens. Au revoir. Merci, au revoir. Are you happy? Yeah. Of course. One quick last tip that they gave us as we were leaving: if you're gonna shop, make sure you shop with your passport, because if you're not French, or if you're not European, I guess, if you're American and you've got your passport with you, they will give you a lower tax rate that you can claim at the airport, which I've seen before, but I didn't know what the rules were, and apparently it's 175, 176 euros and up. You get that reduction per store, so you got to spend 175 euros. Uh-oh. Having microphone issues. Can you hear? I don't know if you can hear me. Oh no! Okay, we'll finish this and then gotta spend 175 euros in a store, and then they'll hook you up with all the necessary documentation. So that was cool. Anyways, good day spent shopping. Brunch, shopping, dinner. We went well. We succeeded in everything except for the scarf arena, and then otherwise it was all pretty much a win, I think. So I had a great time with these guys. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for whatever nonsense is coming tomorrow here in Paris. Hopefully sleep, because there's no more scaffolding in my courtyard, so I might sleep in, and then we'll see what comes from there. And I will see you tomorrow for that. All right, good enough. We know what's going on. Can you hear me? I'm going to open the comments back up. We'll see if you guys can even hear me, hopefully. Go back to live chat. Oh, good. You can hear me. I see that. Hey, Callie. Yeah, if you want to buy
The cheapest pair of souvenirs you can buy are the ones you buy at Target. It's very true. I picked my vlog thumbnail based off what seems to be, I don't know, pertinent enough and hopefully eye-catchy, and, then throw some text on it. And in the future, I hope to do ones. Wow, it got really dark in here in the last while we were doing this, didn't it? I hope to do more of that based off of. You can still see me based off of like more photographically centered ones instead of. But we'll find out how it goes. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Had fun watching me edit. It's been good to get it all done. Oh, the fake invaders. Yeah, they will kill. They're terrible. Hey, Johan, I'm guessing. Johan Buchanan. I just, not Johan. I don't know. I just started out by saying Johan, and then I got self-conscious. Good. I'm glad you're getting caught up and enjoying those Shadow Hunters. Mark, yo, hello. I'm going back and just seeing some of these. And Amsterdam, howdy doody. Awesome. Oh yeah, not rewatching too much as I go. I trust myself. I've just done it enough that I don't feel like I need to rewatch it too much in the moment. Kind of know where I'm going with it, and then I do the polish at the end, and it's all usually pretty good. Don't have to worry about it. There's a bee in here. Hi Ella, good to see you. Yeah, thanks that you could enjoy the late night DJ fest. I hope you're having a grand old time, and thanks for watching the live stream. Thanks for participating. Thanks for all the super chats. I really appreciate it, and for the encouragement and just hanging out and having a good time. And for showing up, Ella of the Bees. Glad to see you in here. And hopefully you enjoyed it. Whoa, I'm just dropping stuff over here. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy the finished version tomorrow. I'm going to render it and upload it. That part I won't live stream because who wants to watch a render happen? But yeah, thanks for watching. Maybe we'll do another live edit. I'll try to do one more live edit before the end of the season. So we have a few weeks left. Probably in about 2 weeks. I'll do it in about 2 weeks, hopefully. And you guys can enjoy that. And yeah, that's all I got. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching and have a good one. And I'm going to click stop streaming right